Imagine you commit to a college or university for a certain program or club, and you go to orientation, and you found out it got cut because they had to pay college athletes and they had to save money. This could be the reality if we pay college athletes. Today I'm going to talk about why we shouldn't be paying them. The four main points are college programs can't afford to pay athletes. Athletes already get scholarships. There's no fair way to pay college athletes, and it would simply ruin college sports. Now, before I talk about that, most people say that they should be paid because they put a lot of time, dedication, and commitment into the sports or activity that they're involved in. But I would say that they do get paid already in the form of scholarships. According to Dave Anderson, colleges can't afford to pay athletes because it would cost colleges millions because they'd have to pay every single athlete. They would be forced to cut smaller programs to save money, like art or something smaller. Teams would also be cut short because every team or sport would have to save money as well. And they'd be forced to sign less people, crushing dreams of thousands of athletes. My second point is athletes already get scholarships. Athletes get paid in the form of tuition, room and board, books, and other expenses. According to Jeffrey Dorfman, the average college athlete gets paid about $50,000 to $150,000 a year. Athletes already get paid, just not in the form of cash. And athletes also get paid in world-class training from their coaches and other people involved in the universities. My third point is there's no fair way to pay college athletes. Colleges cost different to attend. For example, Harvard and Iowa cost different, but paying the athletes would have to be somewhat equal, which would make it a little unfair. You'd have to pay the entire team, so someone that's not a non-starter would be paid about the same as a starter. D1 and D3 schools would have to be equal as well, which would make it unfair. And smaller schools would struggle. For example, Iowa Western doesn't make the same revenue as, say, Nebraska Lincoln, so they'd struggle to pay their athletes and might have to go out of or stop being in college. But my last reason is it would simply ruin college sports. Athletes go to college to play sports for two reasons. One, for the love of the game, and two, to make it to the pros. As a college athlete, you're a student athlete, and student comes first and athlete comes second. If to play sports in college, you have to be eligible, which means you have to be a full-time student and have passing grades. And usually most colleges have a certain GPA you have to have. If we paid college athletes, they would lose motivation for academic success and their grades would go down. If we did pay college athletes, they would be athletes first and then students secondary. As a recap, I talked about that college programs can't afford to pay athletes. Athletes already get scholarships and around $50,000 to $150,000 a year. There's no fair way to pay college athletes because some schools make more money than others, and it would ruin college sports. So next time you're watching a college event or activity and you think that they should be paid, just remember these four main points. Thank you.